the mountain, like the mountain's always used as a metaphor in martial arts training too. Like you can go around the mountain this way. This is the easier way, and you can get to the top, and there's a certain understanding. And it's not about just getting to the top, it's about who you become on the journey. You need to get to the top, you need to become a certain person who can reach the top there and have that, hold that perspective. Or you can go, and this is what Wiragung is, what Shingi is. It goes, okay, we're not going to go around the mountain, we're going to go straight up. So every step you do is bloody hard, but every step you're actually elevating. So it looks like you can feel like this is just a struggle all the time. Like Sun T is a struggle every bloody time. But after, you know, you practice that for a year and you go, wow, I've deepened my level. The other people maybe practice different methods. I've got a deeper level of Kung Fu than them, because the focus was on the energy, it was focused on the dragon body, was focused on my legs. And there's a solidarity when I practice, when you can, and you test it in push hands. You push hands with a person, the person looks like they're on roller skates. So that they have no center, they have no root. And yet to them, you feel like a brick wall that can absorb and push back. So that's a big part of the internal training, is the pressure testing, whether it's with wrestling or with push hands. Then, you know, or filming yourself and seeing there's more power coming out, there's less power stuck in my body, it's actually coming out. You know, both arms being used, there's power coming through the neck too, like seeing the whole body get online. Yeah, so in the end, it's the emotion, and from what I work with my work, health is emotional. That's when my teacher said that, I'm like, oh, that makes sense. Health is emotional. So coming back to the mountain, you can go straight up the mountain. It's the harder track, but it's like going deep every single step. Or you can go around it too. Or you can go up, then go around it a little bit, go up again, go around it. That's probably a more balanced path. Then it's for different psychologies. We'll choose different things that have more propensity of different psychologies to do different ways, and different, depends who your teacher is and stuff. But the mountain also can say, okay, when we get to the start of the mountain, we have the psychology of a child. We don't understand what it is we're trying to embody yet. So we kind of don't know. There's that you know, like the metaphor of the fool. He steps into the abyss not knowing what he's getting into. But then when we walk up the mountain represents at the top the adult psychology. So we go from child psychology to adult psychology. And then we go down to the other side of the mountain, then we're wise, because we've done the journey and we're wise. So we've had to unlock all this stuff inside of us. And that's the adults part of the psychology that does the responsibility, does the inner work, does the steps. Whereas the child just wants to play in the sand and just wants really to tunnel through the mountain and go from child psychology into somehow coming into wisdom. And that's what bypassing is. I don't want to do the work. I don't want to embody the part that has to take on all the things I project out that I feel unsafe with or angry about, but blaming other people. I'm going to take all that on as me being the point of power in the universe. And then by embodying that adult kind of psychology and testing, is that bullshit? Is that real? What's real for me? And then walking the steps, knowledge becomes wisdom. And then the knowledge, the wisdom then can be articulated by the knowledge that you gain too. So you become useful to not just yourself in your own life and the peace that you want in your life, but also useful to other people who are walking a similar path.